natural dyes and simple patterns give these felt carpets a special glow and homey look. Felt carpets are inexpensive and can be found in many homes in Xinjiang. The fine yarns, elaborate designs, and high quality of hand-woven hotan carpets give them a great reputation. For the yarns, a mixture of wool and silk is used to fashion the luxurious carpets, which are highly treasured collector items. Mostly women do the far more complicated carpet weaving. The artful speed and dexterity of their movements is amazing. It takes years to master the skills these women have developed. Most likely, they learned the craft from their mothers, who had been taught by their mothers. The art of carpet weaving is handed down from generation to generation. Small wall carpets depicting scenes of daily life in Xinjiang are favorite gifts. Their designs are quite amusing. Tourists like to purchase them as souvenirs. At home, the carpets will be reminders of Xinjiang's lavish splendor and magic. Silk is a very fine, lustrous fiber spun by the silkworm. The silkworm is the larva of a moth that spins a cocoon of silk. The female moth lays hundreds of eggs on the leaves of mulberry trees. The silkworm voraciously feeds on mulberry leaves and spins its cocoon of silk threads. After about 3 weeks, by breaking its protective cocoon, a mature moth emerges. Shortly before their maturity, the moth must be killed because a broken cocoon means broken silk threads, which have less value. The moths are killed by boiling the cocoons in water. Then the silk threads of several cocoons are carefully reeled together. During this process, it is very important that the silk threads are not torn apart. Thereafter, the yarns are dipped in natural dyes. Their brilliant colors and exquisite patterns create the precious, handmade atlas silk a specialty of Hotan. Silk originated in China. For thousands of years, its production was a well-kept Chinese secret, until the silkworms that produce silk threads as translucent as ice were finally smuggled out of China to Persia by Nestorian Christian monks. This led to Persia discovering the fine art of silk making and demystifying the source of the miracle fabric, which until then was only available from China. However, the most significant commodity carried along the Silk Road was not silk, but religion. The religions introduced on this trans-Asian highway had a more lasting effect on society than anything else. Buddhism from India was introduced to China, followed later by Islam. Both became an integral part of the cultural, artistic, and ethnic makeup of China. These small traditional caps are attached to the headscarves of the women and proudly worn on their daily visits to the bazaar. The bazaars of Central Asia have a long history and are the heartbeat of every town.